Is that you? Oh, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Learn to ask questions a lot. It's just you go in the back and it's like a roundabout and it's a smaller door. But I mean, it looks very nice.
Thank you. 안녕.
Okay, we just checked into our room. This is just a standard room at the Bellagio. As you can see, very clean, slightly updated from before. You can tell they recently started changing some of the furniture, and I'll show you the bathroom in a little while, but the bathroom's changed a lot too. This is a pool view room. You can see the Cosmo across from here. Wow, I wasn't really expecting people to swim, but people are actually swimming already. It is only March and it's quite freezing in the morning and at night, but I guess daytime is okay for people to swim already. It's Vegas, it's desert, so no one's gonna stop them. These are some private pools and villas that you can see below us. But yeah, this is a standard room, slightly updated. You can tell that bedding area is changed a little bit. This is the biggest change with the newer rooms. They have these new long showers instead of the big tubs that they used to have here, which I used to enjoy. But you can still request a room with a tub, but these are the slightly updated rooms where they have these big stand-up showers, no door. I've been in one of these rooms before. Water doesn't splash or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. That's about it for the room. Always clean, always, up to par, I guess you can say. During COVID, we did have a few times where the rooms were dirty. There was a lot of things left in here from previous guests, not cleaned properly. But I think we voiced our complaints, and I think they did address the issue for the most part. So yeah, I will continue later with some of the restaurant and some of the outside. Okay, this is the standard suite at Bellagio. It's a one room with 2 beds, and then a separate living room. There's 2 beds in this room. Pool view down there. Still can't believe there's this many people swimming right now. It's March, but I guess when you're here on vacation, a little cold doesn't really bother you. But so this suite has 2 separate restrooms. The first one, oh, I'm in the mirror there, but here's a standard bathroom, stand-up shower, and then there's another restroom over here with a tub. Not the biggest tub, but it has jets in there, and I've used this before. It's very good. So yeah, this is your standard suite. It's not, it's one of the smaller suites actually. there's so many different suites here. Like, I can't even remember how many different ones we've been to. But this is like more of your standard smaller suite. Desk over here. Living room area. TV, amenities, everything's over here. And again, this is your pool view over here. And there's a little work desk here. And also there is another, I guess you can call it guest restroom over here, or outside restroom that you can use. So yeah, it's a decent sized room for sure. Alright, so we just got to noodles. It's kind of become a routine for us now this is what we always eat as soon as we get here. Thai food is really good here. I will show you once I get inside. All right, welcome back. I just finished eating. This is my second meal of the trip this time, room service. As you can see in the few minutes, if you go back, our first meal was at noodles, which is kind of like a routine for us now. I think we've been doing that for more than 10 years. As soon as we have a trip on the strip, especially at Bellagio, our first meal is always noodles, and then not always, but most of the time our second meal is room service. The room service here is very, very delicious. I've loved room service since the beginning of time, so everywhere I go I try room service at least once, and by far Bellagio has the best room service. It's funny too because I almost all the time I order the same thing. I have steak and eggs, chicken fingers with buffalo sauce, fries with Thousand Island. Normally we have a salad or some other stuff with that, but today we had pizza, which was not the best, but it was decent. And funnily enough, next on our list for meals in the morning is Sadel's, which for the old timers, you guys know, it used to be called Cafe Bellagio. And if I'm correct, this probably comes from the same kitchen, but you know, once we eat in the room, once we go eat downstairs. But room service, it became kind of habitual. Well, for me, I always loved room service, but the rest of the family didn't really like room service too much. But ever since COVID hit, it became kind of a regular thing, and now we're kind of used to it. And as much as we like going out and eating around people, it's also very nice and comfortable just ordering food to your room and eating it here, you know, at your own pace, nobody rushing you, no noise around you. We'll probably have have the TV on, we'll be watching something while we eat. But the quality of the food here at Bellagio room service is top notch. It's, again, I'm pretty sure it comes from the same kitchen that Sadel's is at, which is, a fantastic restaurant. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what our second meal of the trip is this time. Tomorrow morning we will be going to Sadel's for breakfast, and I will show you some of the amazing things they have there. Alright, this is where the shops are inside Bellagio. We just came to Chanel to pick up some sunglasses that we had left for service. It was packed. This whole area is packed still. Almost 7 o'clock at night on a Saturday, so you can expect it to be packed. You can walk this way all the way to the end. There's a walkway to Caesar's Palace, or you can go outside to the fountains from here, but we're actually going to the Starbucks at the end. There are other coffee places here, but they're all closed already, so we're gonna have to settle for Starbucks. But yeah, you have most of your popular stores in this walkway here at the end of Bellagio. So here is where you can cross over to Caesars, Bally's. On the other side is the fountains, which people are all crowded in front of. But yeah, we're gonna go downstairs here where the Starbucks is, grab some coffee, and go back upstairs before we decide if we're gonna just call it a night and chill in the room today, or if we might come down and gamble a little later. And there is a Starbucks.
So when we get out there,
Wow, it's packed outside. Typical weekend in Vegas. Alright, it's morning. Look at all these people here already drinking their morning coffee. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, but quite a bit of people who know about this spot. And in Bellagio, we always come here right before you get to the Gallery of Fine Art. I have my Americano. This is a little area. Today it's empty. Normally in the morning, there's people out here drinking their morning coffees. And you could even walk out here to the pool area. Fresh air. It's a little gloomy today, but not too cold. This is the pool area at Bellagio. Quick tip for people like myself who have to have coffee in the morning. For regular, like if you drink flavored coffee or something sweet, paleo is really good. Personally, I drink iced Americano throughout the day in the morning. Cafe Gelato has the best iced Americanos. Just a little tip. Alright, it is March 19th, 2023. This is the newly updated garden display at the Bellagio. I think they were saying this is a spring display. Always very beautiful in here. They do a really nice job with the garden here. The video that you are watching probably will not do justice on how awesome it is. You can smell the flowers, and you look at all the little detail that's involved in getting this display ready. Like they're cleaning that one section, so it's kind of closed off. Oh wow, they actually have a table set up here for... Wow, never seen that before. believe that's the famous area that you see in the movies. Luckily it's only like 7 a.m. right now. Pretty soon it gets so filled in here you can't really take pictures or video. So if you're here and you want to get a detailed look of this area and take nice pictures, I recommend coming either really early or really late, if that makes sense. In the middle of the day it gets packed in here. You can barely walk through here sometimes. Oh yeah, normally you can't smell the flowers like you can today. Today, as soon as you walk in here, you can smell the flowers. It's very refreshing, very, I guess, on point with spring. Walk through here and see. This part of the display. This is in the main lobby area. A lot of people like this display that's on the ceiling. Oh wow, looks like they changed the check-in area too. We are gonna walk outside right now. I don't think the fountain shows are active yet, but we'll go take a look. All right. Unfortunately, the weekend is already over, and it is time for us to go back to our regular lives and go back to working. We have been coming to Vegas forever now. I mean, we were there at the soft opening of Aria. We were, since we were kids, before we were even old enough to gamble, we've been coming out here. A lot has changed in Vegas over the years. However, um, they're constantly trying to adjust to what people like and what people come out here for. Now, right after COVID, everything went downhill, honestly. If you read my blogs or see my other posts, service was horrible, everything was overcrowded, understaffed, restaurants were horrible. A lot of it is kind of coming back to, I would say, par or level to what we're used to out here. It really reflected on this trip. Again, today is March 19th, 2023. So it's been quite a while since COVID ended now, and Vegas is more packed than ever. Not only on the weekends, even on the weekdays, the strip is super packed now. However, there's a couple things that I want to point out. Again, restaurants, service, and food quality is getting back to pre-pandemic levels, almost, not 100%, but it's a lot better than what it was during pandemic and right after pandemic. Staff, service, all getting better. This trip that we had this time, for the most part, I will say that we were satisfied. Everything was good. There was one thing that killed it for us, and it was something that I've been hearing a lot, not from just my friends and family, but I've been hearing from other people who come out here. And I know this is not something you can fix overnight, or I don't even know if you can fix it at all. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know, but the rooms have a horrible sewage smell. That's right, even we're at the Bellagio right now, and even, I mean, when you come to the strip and you book a room at Bellagio, you're staying at one of the best places on the strip. As soon as we walked in the room, it smelled like someone had just gone to the bathroom, and I figured, hey, you know what, maybe we checked in right after somebody left and someone used the bathroom. We kind of wiped down the place, Lysol, left, ate, came back, smell is still there. At first I was like, where is this smell coming from? And then I remembered other people telling me about it, so when I went to use the sink and wash my hands, sure enough, that smell hit my nose so bad, it literally felt like we're in the middle of a sewer. And I left the water running on the sinks for a while, which kind of masked it for a little while, but while we were sleeping, that smell came back. It literally creeped out from the bathroom into our sleeping area, and it woke me up. That's how bad the smell was. The next day, as soon as I woke up, I called housekeeping. I asked them if there's anything they can do. They sent somebody upstairs. They smelled it too, obviously, and they poured Drano into the sinks, and that's it. Again, it'll mask it up for a little while, but when you come and stay at a place like Bellagio or Caesars or Wynn, Venetian, any of these hotels, you do not want to smell sewer in your hotel room. And I've been hearing a lot about that problem lately. Again, I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I don't know how they can fix that. I'm pretty sure you can't just redo the pipes until you maybe even tear down the whole hotel. I don't know. Again, I don't have a solution for it, but these people need to think of something fast, because if anything, it's just going to get worse and worse. And if it's going to get to a point where it's so bad, nobody's going to want to stay here anymore. So again, that issue really needs to be addressed. Other than that, like I said, it's still not 100% back to pre-pandemic expectations for when you come to a nice hotel like this, but it is getting a lot better. I don't really have any complaints per se this time, except for this sewage smell. Service, staff, restaurants, food quality, I mean, it's getting much better than what it was even 6 months ago or a year ago. So yeah, that's it. I mean, if you come out here and if you gamble a little bit or a lot, or depending on what, it's different levels for everybody. But like in our case, we don't go through a casino host anymore, just because like when we go through a host, we feel that pressure that we have to gamble a certain amount. So we just go through casino services, and they sent us plane tickets, a limo to the airport. I mean, Vegas is here to accommodate your needs, and Vegas is still a place where you can come and get away from reality and be somebody that you might not be in the real world, but you can come here and forget about it for the weekend and have fun. It's still that place, which is why I think it's packed every day like this. But yeah, I mean, the sewage issue, I hope that gets fixed soon. Other than that, way to go. I mean, it's just getting better and better. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me as always, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.